Alright, fam. I'm running late. Late as all get out. But we're going to do the toast. We're trying to keep this streak going. So let's just get it popping. This thing popping. I'm running late as all get out, family. I had a show last night from 11 to 1. I was on the Philippe Matthews show with Brother Cabernet, and we ended up talking until about 1 o'clock, and I woke up real late, so I'm late for everything right now. So I'm trying to make sure that we keep the streak going with this toast piece. So right now, we are going to move straight into the toast. I won't be able to cover any news. And we might have a show tonight. I don't know. So, got us a gallon of the ambrosia. Y'all see I had to move to the tops because the bottle's been blowing up. So I'm moving to the cork top real quick. So anyway, so family first, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass, we salute that creator, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our list of our illustrious ancestors, and we call out their names: Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William, Walter, Chris, Fanny Gasson, Eileen, Uncle Chris, I'm Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvira Brown, Gina Gans, I hear you, Sasha, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Flaw, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Sapet Mont Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulley, the Luxor Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Reed Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Mary McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Burt Beatty, Sarah Weller, Vita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theodis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Edgar Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keishla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mae Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lola Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Pina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Demon Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Perez, Elder Basiji Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Felice Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Inez Bostic, Adam Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Catney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pino Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Samuel Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Ellis Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Ewan and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Burnett, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, Hatch Sr., Mally Miller, Housie Hatch, Dad Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nissen, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nitty Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Alvis Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Earlton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Sam Pierce, Donald Carter, Liddy Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Ramey, Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brandy Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruth Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Maha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Benjamin Corporal, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We have Jordan Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Kondo, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gant, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Monga III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Dorton, Johanna, Deshandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Al Lauti, Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareem Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Charlton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Justin Carl White, Desi Woods, T-Lar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, and Cynthia Ann Wright. We raise our glass, we salute all of our ancestors, and we say Ashe. From there, family, shouts out to Brother Shaka, shouts out to CeeLo, see y'all out there. We raise our glass. Right now, from our past, we move to the present moment. We toast this present moment. Right now, we are in Ujamaa. I want to send a round of applause to all those Ujamaa babies out there. Shouts out to Sister Regina representing those Ujamaa babies. I was late, so I probably missed her, but shouts out. Miss Margarita, shouts out, shouts out. We raise up our glass to this moment, and this moment is our power, where we have opportunity to grasp all our power. Right now, family, I'm asking you to activate your reticular formation. I want you to go out right now, and I want you to seek out. Ujamaa, right? We're hunting Ujamaa. Catch and release. Don't kill it. We need it alive in our community. For those that don't know, Ujamaa means cooperative economics. Right? We're going out, we're searching for that. Now, also, in this moment, in this time, right now, we are looking at the principles of, for those that don't know what Ujamaa means cooperative economics. We're looking at the Modic principle of reciprocity. We're looking at gratitude. The color is green, as you see with the shirt. Polarity is the Hermetic law. Male name of the day is Yao. Female name is Ya. Family, go over after the show. If you're not already on there, go to gnjmedia.com. Check out the merchandise, help support what we do. So we raise up our glass for this moment, because in this moment is our power, and we got to grasp our power. We got to reach for our power. We got to strive for our power, and we got to use it so that we could go on and uplift our ancestors, as well as knock down all the building blocks for our children. So we raise up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity, and we say Ashe. From there, where do we go? We move to all of our relations. We raise our glass up, we salute, and we say Ashe. From there, we move on and we toast. This is for you. What is it that you need in this movement to move to towards your greatness? You know what I'm saying? Your greater self. We raise our glass and we say Ashe. Last but not least, family, I toast the most magnificent, beautiful, uplifting, inspiring, and the wisest people in the room. I raise my glass to each one of you. We say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. And as we say in Gye-Nyame, KN. The newsletter should be out. Y'all should be able to get the newsletter. I'm going to sip on this, put on my clothes, and get up out of here, because it's time for me to be over at my adventure, and because I'm running late. But once again, I had an interview on the Philippe Matthews show last night with Philippe Matthews, Philippe Shock Matthews, and brother Cabernet. And it was a powerful interview. Also, family, make sure you check out freegnjecourse.com. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what you think. It's a free course. Go on, check it out. Learn about Gye-Nyame. Learn what we do. All right, so with that, I'm up. I'm out. Y'all have a marvelous, fantastic day, and I'm out.